Well, hey everybody, welcome to Julie and Friends, and I am so excited about my friends this month. So excited. So this month, for the remainder of the month, last week was the Great American Stampin' Show, but for this month, I'm competing against three of my really good friends. First of all is Lisa Bowden. She is amazing. You may follow her on Instagram. Next is Melissa Faust. Where is Melissa Faust not? Instagram, Facebook, and she's one of my partners in the Stampin' Sale cruise that we're doing next October. Can you guys believe? Can you believe? We only have 5 spots left. 5 spots. So if you're thinking, I'd like to go on a crafting cruise with Julie and Melissa and Deborah Harrison, now's the time. You better sign up. Excuse me. And then my friend Amy Storrie, who, if you guys have followed me, you know I do some classes with her. And so it's going to be a great month because they are fantastic stampers. So the theme for today is something that's retiring, a Stampin' Up! Product that is hitting the last chance list, something that's going to be gone. So what I have chosen to work with, and I'm so mad about it because it's the first time I've worked with it and I love it, and of course now it's going, is the Citrus Blooms bundle, okay? The Citrus Blooms dies, which are on sale, and I'll talk about that, and the Mediterranean Blooms Designer Series paper. This, are you ready? This is my card. I hear the silence. Right now you're like, Julie, you just said that you were stamping against really good people, and that's a fine card, but I mean, I don't think it's going to win. But watch. Watch. Are you ready? Okay. It pops up. It is a pop-up fold out. This little wobble piece, how's it connected? I don't know. Yes, I do, and I'm going to teach you. And then it goes there. Isn't it great? I love it. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do this pop-up card, stay tuned. Okay, so here's our card, and it's cute. I mean, you can see it's very easy to mail, and the colors are great. But look at the surprise. It pops up, and look at this little piece here. It like wiggle wobbles. Wiggle, that's hard to say, wiggle wobbles. Anyway, this is called a floating pop-up card. Now let me show you how to make it because it's so easy. So here's what you need, okay? And remember, we're focusing today on things that are retiring, and I'm going to show you what's retiring out of this. You need your card base. It's going to be 5.5 by 8.5, and then I've scored it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So I can go on and fold it. Again, scored at 2 1/8 by 4 1/4, and I'm just folding in to kind of make that tent look. See? Yeah, you see. Okay, then these are the other pieces that you need. I have got a 5 1/4 by 4. This is going to be my insert here. And then just a little bit of cutting, okay? A little bit of cutting. It's not a big deal. I'm going to have 2 mats. I'm using thick basic white just to give the card a little bit more substance. And these are 2 by 5 1/4. And then I have 2 pieces of Coordinating Designer Series paper. These are 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I got to tell you, I used to hate cutting 8s. You wouldn't catch me doing it. But now I feel as a trained professional, I can do it. And so I'm doing it, which means you are too. And then for our focal point, kind of the floating part, we've got a cardstock mat at 3 by 4 1/4. And remember what I told you about the 8s? We're back. 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. Okay? So these are my pieces. Now, I've got the other one somewhere. Okay. This little strip of white, it's a 1/2 inch, and I cut it to 2.5 inches. So a 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches, and I cut 2 of them. And I know you're like, Julie, I don't know where those go. Well, you're going to know where they go, okay? So these are the pieces. Now let's start. All right, so now we're going to start putting things together. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to go on and adhere all of my mats. So it makes me laugh when I think about that, adhering the mats, since my son is named Matt, but yeah, I digress. All right, I told you guys that I used the thick Whisper White for this mat. I think that because the card folds, it just gives it a little bit more support. So there's one. I love these patterns. So this pattern paper is called Mediterranean Blooms, and I love it. It reminds me of 2 things. The blue and the white reminds me of a trip I earned. It was a Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, and I went to Greece, and there was a lot of tile patterns like this. And then in the colors too, the blue and stuff. So it reminds me of that. But then I'm going to tell you another thing that it reminds me of when we get to that part. Give you a little backstory into the life of Julie. Okay, we're at the part. So all these oranges. So so I grew up in Florida. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But my grandfather worked for the orange groves down there. When I was growing up, I mean, there were orange groves everywhere. Now there aren't nearly as many, but there were a ton. And so I remember we always had fresh oranges, fresh orange juice. I mean, oranges, they grew on trees in our backyard. It was great. So anyway, so I've got these mats together. I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to go on into here, the Mediterranean blooms to the Night of Navy. So again, I'm just keeping the whole blue situation going here because I don't know, I like it. I like the it's not monochromatic, but I like that we're in that same color family. Now, you know that anything I make is going to have a little pop of sass to it. It's got to have sass, right? And yours does too. So we'll see the sass coming in just a second. So I've got these adhered. So, you guys can see, right? You can see how this is going to go. Just boom, like so, all right? So let's talk about two things. One, let's talk about these oranges here. Is this not amazing? It is amazing. So I want to tell you, these oranges are cut out of this paper, okay? So the Mediterranean Blooms paper has some dies that coordinate with it. So this is one, and you can see this one goes right there, and you'll finagle a little bit, but you get the idea. And then this one goes just on like the single orange, if you want to use that. So these die cuts make gorgeous, gorgeous cutouts. This is the single one, the single orange when it's cut out. So, it's just, if you guys ever see Leanne Morgan, that comedian, like, it's yummy. She says that all the time. Here's the thing. There's 15 dies in this set. These dies are on the last chance list, okay? They are on the last chance list. And better than that, not just on the list, on sale on the list. What's that you say, Julie? Yes. They are marked down 15 dies. We've got 1, 2, 3. They're marked down from $43 to $30. And then all these fun little pieces here. Okay, so you've got some leaves, you've got some flowers. These flowers cut out some of the flowers in the paper too. So, it really, really is a great die set. And being on sale, that's not a bad gig either. The Citrus Bloom stamp set that goes with it, also on the last chance list. And I'm just mad because, I haven't even used it. So I'm not mad that it's on the last chance list and I hadn't used it. I'm mad because it's amazing. So these two things, don't buy them as the bundle, by the way. Buy them separately. It'll be cheaper because these are on sale. So they're great. Anyway, back to this. I'll put my paper back over here. So yeah, I am irritated at myself for not using it. So I've got this. I'm going to go on and stamp my sentiment using the Nested Essentials and just a scrap. I just cut out a little piece of white, and you can see it's got that stitching around it, so I really like that. And I'm going to tell you something. Nested Essentials is one of my favorite sets of dies, and I don't even know, like, thank goodness it's not on the last chance list, because I have 2 sets of them. I love them so much. So I'm going to take the sentiment here. You're the best kind of person. It also has hello and all the love. And if you're a color person, if you like to color, these are great to color these oranges. And then, of course, just some little background images. Actually, I already put this on a block. All right. So I'm going to use Night of Navy. You're the best kind of person. And ink that up. And then I'll just stamp right here. And we'll see if I got it straight. I feel good about it. I think I did. I did. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know why I just did that sound, but there it went. It's too late to take it back now. Okay, then I am going to just kind of position this. I want that big orange, and we'll just pretend that the Big Shot's here. Cut it out already. Remember, I just showed you the die that cuts it out of the paper. So I'm going to kind of position it where I want it to be, and I'm going to lay this right here. I know you're like, Julie, don't you adhere it? Not yet, my friend. Not yet. Okay, good. So this is going to be on dimensionals, but I kind of wanted to see where it was going to go. And I will adhere my sentiment here. Okay, now let me tell you what I did. I put some adhesive over here on the side, and that's a mistake. You don't want to do that. But if you just take your finger and just start rubbing, you will get all that adhesive off. I'm telling you, this is why you come here for tips like this. So you'll get that adhesive off. And then it's no harm, no foul. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Good. And dimensionals for this. And look at me, I'm resorting to using my edges, which is just fine. Just fine to use the edges. In fact, for big things like this, I actually like it a little bit better. Okay, I don't need quite all that. I'll leave that one. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this. I know you're like, Julie, I want the fun part. When is the magic happening? Just hold on, you guys. I'm going to adhere this right there, like that. Okay, now here's where we're at. I have to somehow adhere this to this so that I can still pop this up. And you're like, Julie, this is a conundrum. What are we going to do? I know, Julie, maybe you could put a little bit of that green glue you hate and then just glue it there. And I will tell you no. Here's what I'm teaching you now. We are going to be engineers, not train engineers, engineers for cards. So remember those two pieces I told you that I cut 1/2 inch by 2.5? I'm going to take both of them and just kind of eyeball it and fold it in like 1 inch. Okay. Now, if you are somebody that is like, that is not how engineers work. Engineers do not eyeball things. Well, you can score it at 1 inch, but I am an English teacher engineer and I eyeball things. Then I'm going to take, now this is where you can take either your green glue, which I'm not going to do, or your Stampin' Seal Plus, or even tear and tape, okay, and put some adhesive there. Now, you want to use a strong adhesive because we're going to be doing some manipulating of the cardstock. See the score line here? I want you to take this crease, and I want you to put it right up flush against the score line, okay? And then the same on the other one. All right. By the way, I learned this technique from another demonstrator named Leanne Greff. And so thank you, Leanne. And I think she's a really talented stamper personally. So line that up. Okay. Now I've got my adhesive here. Now watch what happens. I'm going to just set this right on top of it. Smush it down. And voila. Now, if you get it a little bit too long, okay, I feel like it's a little bit too long here. How do you know it's too long? Because you can see it when it's poking out. Just pull it up a little bit, and you can cut it if you want, or honestly, you can just tear it. Nobody's going to see that part, okay? So there we go. Now look what happens. When I pop this up, that just kind of floats on top of there because it's being held in place by these little doohickeys. Oh my gosh, Julie, that is amazing. What an amazing card. But you got to have something on the inside, Julie, right? You got to have something to prop that little tent fold up. You are exactly right. I do. Fortunately, as a trained professional, I have anticipated this issue and the problem is solved. So, silicone mat. I have cut out already out of garden green, and I'm using it. Look at me, just little dots. I cut out a leaf. This is one of the dies, okay, that comes in this set. So I cut out a leaf. Have I shown you guys these that I found on the Amazon? They're silicone finger covers. So what I can do is take this, put it right here, and now I can push it down, and look, my finger doesn't get all sticky. Problem solved. Silicone finger covers. There's all sorts of colors to them too. Maybe I have some extras for people. What? Julie, that sounds fantastic. I might just drop some in the mail to some of you guys. So, anyway, that is a good problem to solve. So I have stamped on Lemon Lolly. I stamped ahead of time the flower. I stamped it with crushed curry because I wanted to have a little accent there. I just want to see it better. Pop it up on a dimensional and ta-da! Ta-da! Look here. So I'm mailing my card. It closes. It's beautiful. And then y'all don't look at my nails. Oh, my nails are horrible. Then the person that gets it is going to be able to prop it up just like that, sitting on their desk. You guys, that's pretty fantastic, right? Pretty fantastic. So the product that I want you to see that is going out of stock is the Citrus Bloom dies, the Citrus Bloom stamp set. I've taught you a technique, the floating, does anybody remember what I called it? Because I don't. The floating pop-up card. The floating pop-up card. Okay? You've learned some things. So, I got a couple things to tell you. Let's come back and talk, my friends. So what do you think? Do you guys like it? And it's easy, right? It's easy. And this is so fun. It just kind of wiggles. I like it. It's a good card. Anyway, I don't know if it'll win or not. I haven't seen their cards, but I enjoy making it. So that's a win. Now, you might be asking yourself, man, I'd like to stamp with you, Julie. What do you have going on? Funny you should ask. I've got 2 flash classes. Both of them include stamp sets. So the first one features the Pick a Season stamp set. I'm going to show you 3 of the projects, and I don't have this stamp set right here in front of me, but you may remember it from Celebration. So this is one of the projects. Just a really cute card. Oh, I love the words here. Thinking of you brings a smile to my face. Bright and cheery. This is a little treat pouch. There's candy in here. You'll also get a pillow gift. And then, oh, this technique looks familiar. Yes, it does. And then there are 2 more cards and another 3D. So you're going to make 10 projects, 4 cards, 2 of each design, a 3D or 2 3Ds. You're going to get a package of cardstock. You're going to get ribbon. You're going to get gems. You're going to get twine. I mean, it's a great class, and it is only $44 or $49. Maybe $49. I don't remember. Nonetheless, great class. Then the other option is kind of a you pick, your class, your way. And this class includes the, you guys remember these hearts from Celebration? It was a bundle. You had the hearts and you had the dies that did all the die cutting. I thought I had it here somewhere. Nonetheless, you're going to get the supplies to make all of these cards. You're going to get, this is a great 3D too, little box. You're going to get a half a pack of this card or designer series paper, which I love because it's just bright and cheery and fun. And I know you're like, Julie, I didn't even know we had that paper. We do. So anyway, this class, the way it works is you place a $100 order. I send you the supplies to make those projects. I send you the stamp set. I send you the dies. I send you the paper, PDF tutorial, the whole thing. Here's the thing. You have until Sunday to do this, though. That's why it's a flash class. So I hope that you like it. Now, you know how this works. You go and watch the other 3 videos. So you'll get 4 videos. You vote on the project that you like the best. We will find out who wins Sunday evening, and we'll let you guys know on Monday. But hey, thanks for joining in to Julie and Friends. And next week, I'm going to be back again with Amy, Melissa, and Lisa. It's going to be great. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.